Good afternoon. We are extremely pleased that you are still on board. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? You are knowing what you are wanting? You are ready to begin? You need no warm-up whatsoever? What do you want to talk about? Some things. You are a lot of trouble. Wait. Forward. Wait. This finger points at many people at the same time. Sometimes we point over there and they come from over there. It's very strange.
Hello. I feel I have a question and it hasn't yet come up that I can put it into words.
Can you hear her?
Oh, okay.
So it's all right. Breathe deeply and get right into it.
Okay. I feel I have a question. It hasn't come up so that I can actually verbalise it, but I know that there will be a question, a prominent question within me.
Clearly there is, or you would not have lighted up in the way that you did, but it's going to be boring for the rest of them.
I thought because Abraham was so wise, it might have just shown up.
Well, where does it, what stimulates it? What rubs it? What is it about?
I know there's areas in my life.
Apparently we did too good a job of deactivating and thought. It was not our intention to bring you to a nonverbal level.
Yeah, I deconstructed the word. Well, I know that often when there's something that you really want to know and you can feel that you want to know it, it's like a missing piece of something. It's vibrationally active within you, even though you maybe in any pointed moment in time cannot articulate it accurately or specifically. It's sort of like there are so many things in your vortex that are clearly there that you are being called toward, but no one can really specifically with any kind of real accuracy define with precision what's in the vortex. And we think that's what you're feeling, that you can feel your vortex calling you, and you can feel that you're not quite yet consistently up to speed with it, but it still calls you, and it leaves you with that feeling that there's something that I'm supposed to know or something that I'm supposed to ask. So maybe it will be sufficient for us to just say to you, it's your vortex calling you. Every now and again, Esther will have a moment of insight where something will occur to her, and as the question is active in her mind and she sits and breathes with it, the answer will begin to come to in a powerful way. And then she's so eager to bring Jerry in on it, but by the time she rounds him up, she can't find it anywhere near where it was, because it was still a vibrational understanding that was not yet ready to be verbalized. But that's why we say words don't really teach. It's life experience that teaches. So you have all kinds of active questions within you that maybe you can't articulate. There are people out there saying, get her off the chair. I've got one I can articulate clearly. But it's not a bad place to be, because when you have an active vibration within you, since words don't teach, words don't really accurately ask either. You've just got this vibrational question brewing, and then life experience brings it into focus and clarity. And that is a indicator or a byproduct of being closely and often associated with your vortex. Because when you become more of a vibrational being, what begins to happen is the vortex begins calling you, and it's such a wonderful experience where an experience unfolds and gives you deep insight, and you realize that the insight that you're getting matches a question that you had that you couldn't even articulate. Have you had that experience?
Yeah.
Where the answer and the question are coming simultaneously. It's like they're both coming into fruition at the same moment in time. It's really a wonderful place to be, because it's what we call real time. It's what we call living inside the vortex enough that questions and answers are occurring so nearly simultaneously that it feels like you barely have an opportunity to ask it before the answer comes. What a nice thing when you realize that the question and the answer, and here's the piece of this that we really want to give to you. I've been saying this for a while, that while a question is coming into focus, sometimes it's not into focus. While a question is coming into focus, the answer is coming into focus too. But if the question is so focused, you can't get the answer, because the answer is a different vibrational frequency. A problem and a solution are different frequencies. So while a problem is coming into focus, a solution is coming into focus too. But you can't find the solution as long as you are focused so precisely on the question or on the problem. So can you see how it's not a bad place to be, to say, I have a problem or a question that I cannot really articulate because I'm not really focused upon it that much. But I recognize that it's been present and that I've thrown the solution into the vortex. And if I don't try too hard to dig up the question, maybe I'll find the solution at about the same time. Real-time creating. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Now what? Do you know people who do have their question really in focus? Who do really have their problem in focus? You know it because every time you're with them, they say it again. And don't you notice under those conditions that the solution is long in coming?